Fast one. Fast.
Ready?
Yeah.
February.
Okay, so we will have a new one on Wednesday.
Okay.
So that'd be Psychic Sally Morgan.
Right, okay, yeah.
So we're going to go live on stage with her.
Presenting it.
Yeah.
So is that going to be filmed as well? Or?
Yeah, it is going to be filmed.
Oh, okay.
She's a patron of Pink Ribbon Foundation. She's one of the patrons, and she's been there for about 25 years.
Wow,
raising
okay.
money and everything. And that's what I'm doing with the Pink Ribbon. So she's the next one. So by the time this airs, that will be out there as well.
So that'd be something to look forward to then as well. And I did see your story that you posted about Claudia Winkleman. Is that part 2 of her? Is it she got a new
no,
cake,
it's just
or?
that I just thought I'd be cheeky and jump on the bandwagon and just do
okay,
some
fair
more
enough.
pictures of it. We've got. I hate this word. We've got. I did Kelly Brook for I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah.
That one was really good. We've got coming up before, but it won't be till the end of February, so it probably won't tie in. We've got Danielle Mason and her sister Jessie Wallace, Cats Later.
Okay, yeah.
So those two. And something I can't talk about, but I'm really excited about. I was really excited about this, and I was like, oh my god. So on my TikTok page, this I Am BG started following me, and then I messaged, oh, are you the real Boy George? Because you never know, didn't
Yeah.
It was like, we messaged back saying, I am, and I've watched you from day one. I want to do something together with you.
So something in collaboration with him.
Yeah.
That's
I know he's got a new
interesting.
album coming out this year and everything, so... But I can't talk about that because I don't know anything about it yet. But that was incredible because you never know whether they're real or not. Do you know what I mean? Whether they're real people or whether they're the fake ones. And I don't understand why people want to be people. You know, when I did the Liam Gallagher one for Pinterest, I had all these Liam Gallagher requests.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you've only got one follower.
Yeah.
You can't possibly be. You know, it's really weird that people. You know, I guess that's the way they scam people, but it's really bizarre.
There's a lot of scammers out there, unfortunately, these days, which is just a bit of a shame. And people running off that bandwagon. You know, when something is trending or goes viral, they will jump on it.
And I think this is probably what started me to do this. You know, the whole going on social media of it, because people were just copying my pictures and saying, "Oh, I made this, I made that," do you know what I mean? And it was like, "Oh, actually, I made that. That's not."
But you were also mentioning when we met up last time that you have, or people were leaving some nasty comments and things as well. Or
Not on mine,
trolling,
no.
right?
They weren't leaving nasty comments. It was just, I don't think they understood that it was humour.
Yeah, it's meant to look the way it looks.
And it wasn't nasty. It was more, they were kind of saying, well, that's the worst, you know, that's really bad baking, that's really bad. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's the whole point about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, you'll never sell any of these. And I, well,
just
at the
based
beginning,
off the
I wasn't
way,
meant to. Do you know what I mean? They were just family friends ones. And now, well, I think I am actually because
this is what you do exclusively now. Isn't
Yeah.
it? You quit your normal job. Was it in HR?
given up I've actually had to give up my normal job last week because of this. That's the crazy thing. But
I know you mentioned you were looking for, or you were thinking about getting an agent because of how busy you're.
Yeah, I haven't had time to sort that yet. I know that Lisa from Pink Ribbon is keen to put me forward with people and talk to people, but I've been selfish and had holidays, so I just I can't be bothered.
I thought you were just
I was
been
like,
away as
I
well.
forgot all about it. I forgot all about it, and you know, I put some things up, but I had them scheduled in, so I didn't have to do it. You know, it automatically does it itself, sort of thing. And then people messaged me New Year's Eve about 7 o'clock, and they were like, "Oh my God, you're on telly!" And it was the ITV News. They were doing a roundup of the year, and it was on there, and I was like,
"How did that feel when people, were messaging?"
Really annoying because I couldn't see it because we're in Spain and we didn't have ITV catch up.
Okay.
So where we were an hour ahead, if you know what I mean, and we didn't have ITV catch up. It was really bizarre. I was like, I was getting frustrated. I was like, oh, I need to see it, but I've already seen it because I already did the interview back in January. So that was really weird. that people were saying, "Oh my God, I've just seen you on telly." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm in Spain at the moment."
That must feel doubly weird because these are being filmed. It's like most talk shows and things like
Yeah.
this as well. They're filmed way in advance
Uh-huh.
and then it goes live at a later date. So unless you're there to watch it as it airs,
Yeah,
it could be old news as well that is covered too. That a lot has changed since then.
it's really, I don't know. You almost forget about it. Certainly, if you meet. I mean, when I meet we did Anthea Turner recently. Went to her book launch and took a cake and things like that. And it was really good fun. But because you've seen them all your life on television, do you know what I mean? When you actually meet them and talk to them, and you know they're hugging you and saying nice things, you know, you come away and you're like, did that really happen, sort of thing. You have to ground yourself because otherwise you go a bit mad.
Do you find yourself, there's a bit of starstruckness in that as well, I suppose, but also when you meet them, realise that they are just normal people like ourselves.
That's what's really weird. You know, Amanda Holden, I was actually shaking before I went in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, my sister was kind of calming me down. And I think when you meet them, they make you relax. They can see you're a bit worried. You know what I mean?
I guess they've been through that whole process.
Yeah, they do it
well,
all. They've been through it themselves, but plus I guess they've kind of do you know, that's their living. They make, you know, they do that as professionals to make you feel at ease. But
so all your cakes that you make at the moment, then, are they all commissions, or do you just do them out
all
of
commissions,
interest?
all of them.
I think it's this way we need to go.
Yeah, I was never expected to be paid for them. Certainly not the amount they're paying. But
Is it? I guess when you do these for shows and celebrities, speed bumps a bit heavy here. Do they commission you? Do they contract you out? Like, we'll have you to produce these for us for 6 months or what have you?
Yeah, it's usually like a month in advance, really.
Yeah.
It used to be kind of, can I have this one for a birthday? Can I have that one? You know, because they're only famous people that I do, really.
Yeah.
I get a lot of requests from other people to say, oh, you know, I love them so much, I follow, can you make my wife one? And I was like, I'd love to, but it's not what it's about. I mean, I'm not a cake business in that sense.
Yeah, because you mentioned last time that you had requests from, I think there's a guy from Saudi,
Yeah.
isn't it? That was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's the most bizarre one, but I guess it's not going to happen every day that somebody from Dubai wants one. But
because they were willing to pay for everything, weren't they? I think.
Yeah,
fly the cake
just
out.
Everything, just go out and make a cake. But I mean, it was totally out of my remit. What I do, you know, who's like a life-size Elton John and a piano, a life-size piano.
How bizarre.
I mean, it just cannot be done. I mean, it can be done. There are people that do it, but I don't know. So yeah, the weird thing is, I'm getting the celebrities contacting me, asking for one, rather than me
having to find them. Normally it's the other way around, isn't it?
Because there's a cute little bakery around here somewhere.
Oh, that's where
Primrose Bakery.
yeah.
You know, and it's you know, that's what they do. They make cakes. They actually do quite funny cakes as well. They actually do quite funny cakes. You know, not my style of cake, but that's the business. They're making cakes. You know, I'm not going to lie. I am making a cake. You know, but it's not. I'm not making mass-produced cakes.
Yeah, of course. So is it? I think you might have mentioned it last time as well. But have you always been down this area? But you were down south at one point.
Yeah, I was in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
I come from the Isle of Wight, so
yeah.
I was in Portsmouth for years, and then moved to London. So I've been here quite a few years, and I don't know how many, but it's certainly over 15.
Yeah, and that's where our connection through Ali comes in, I guess, as well, because we worked at White Link, obviously.
Yeah. And when I moved to London, it was really weird having to commute. You know, like, oh my God, I've got to think. I usually only took me 5 minutes to get to work. Now I'm like, oh, okay, I need to plan like an hour to get.
Did you
on
use the
tube.
train from the station then?
When I first moved to London, because my job didn't start. I took a month off. I left White Link and I decided to take a month off.
Yeah.
To get myself prepped and everything here.
Did you ever envision, whilst you were doing all of that in years to come, that you'd be doing something like this? Shaking hands with celebrities.
It was really weird. This morning I was watching. I was looking on which I never used to do because didn't have socials really, so I didn't really. I was on Instagram and something came up and it was really kind of slotted in with me today, and it was like saying, the glass is half empty or half full, or whatever, and then the quote underneath was, it's neither. It's because the glass is refillable. And I thought that's really good. Yeah. That's kind of it. That kind of sums up. My glass was half empty, or was it half full? Well, it was neither because it was refillable.
Yeah.
I just filled it with different things, So, and anybody can fill it with different things. I thought that was really kind of like a bing moment this morning. I was like, oh, that's really good. So now I never imagined this would happen. This is like...
No, I suppose now that you've seen that this is what's possible, it can only go up from here, so it's just keeping that rolling.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even expect it to last past January last year, and then you're suddenly on the ITV.
What was the turning point then? Was it getting the ITV showing, or was it because you were on Bake Off as well?
No, I wasn't on Bake Off.
Or was there a BBC? Was there a BBC connection?
It was
as well?
The turning point really was the first kind of one I let loose out there, which was my niece's Taylor Swift cake.
Yeah.
And that one that's what made me start social media, because people found it really funny, but they were pretending it was their cake, And I was like, oh no, I did that. How do I tell people that I did that,
Got to get the tags in there.
Yeah, and I didn't really know all about that, and that's how it started. And then, what was the next thing? Oh, Ant and Dec. So it was Christmas last year. We sat around my niece's house, and then suddenly this morning was on, and then Ant and Dec was on there, and they were showing them pictures of my cake that I'd made of Ant and Dec, and they were laughing, and they were going, "Oh my God, who is this person? Who is this?" And that was funny.
Have you met them as well?
No, I never got to meet them. So that was for me. That was the stopping point. I was like, oh, that's really good. Do you know what I mean? I made these cakes and just never expected them to be seen. And Ant and Dec are now talking about it, and they're showing them, and they're laughing. So that was brilliant,
And you got to mention, I guess, on
this morning, well, and it was incredible. And then it kind of, I think they wish they hadn't bought those.
Yeah.
But it kind of went crazy after that. I made a Claudia, because I wasn't meeting the people in the beginning. It was just me doing a bit of artwork in cake. So I made a Claudia Winkleman cake because I love her.
She is really funny.
She used it on her birthday.
Yeah.
17th of January last year. She used the picture on her birthday saying, "Oh, happy birthday to me. This is a cake by Keith of me."
Yeah.
And tagged it, and then that's when it just went mad.
Because a lot of the people in that celebrity scene, they follow you on Instagram and social media as well, don't they? Because you were saying how one of your stories that you posted recently, I think it was one that you reshared of mine actually, that I can't obviously see those, but you can see that reaction from them.
When a friend of mine put on my Facebook, because he's a really nice guy. He's a fireman, and he was in the Grenfell thing, so he does a lot of charity work and a lot of mental health going around schools. He's incredible. Anyway, he put on there, "Dude, I've just seen who's following you," and he was like listed all these people, captured it. Like David Williams, Denise Van Outen, loads and loads of huge celebrities. And I was like, I can't, I put them there. I know, I just can't process it. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't.
Because the other thing is,
because it's equally their following, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But it's not just about celebrities. Do you know what I mean? It's about people.
But it opens up the doors for you as well, because whilst individually those celebrities are following you, they follow each other as well. So when one person shares something or comments on something, oops, this guy's going to go here. It all sort of escalates away, doesn't it?
And I think when a celebrity follows someone, they also look to see what celebrities are following. Mm-hmm. So if you've got a few blue ticks from top celebrities, which you're really grateful for, the other ones are going to believe you're real and it's okay to follow you.
And they'll engage with you as well.
Yeah. But I mean, equally they can follow and they can unfollow at some point as well. So
I'm sure a lot of them have their own agents or social media people.
They must have a brief saying, you must follow, if this person X, Y, Z or something.
This is I've never really been down this area before. This
Hampstead
is
is
quite nice.
really nice up that way, and then
Yeah.
there's you've got Hampstead Heath, and then you've got there's a little outside zoo kind of thing, and the pergola area. It's really beautiful.
Up here, yeah.
Up there, up that way.
Should we go up there?
Yeah, there's some huge houses. One day I'll be cooking in them, or not. I'll be cleaning them, I expect.
Cleaning, yeah. No, I come down to London quite a lot because all my friends and family are down here. So it's nice to see all of these unique, independent businesses and things.
It's really nice. I mean, the smaller little towns like this, they haven't got this way around us.
Yeah, because I keep forgetting London isn't just one big city. It's like a congregation of smaller
Yeah.
towns and things dotted around, isn't it?
It's made up of lots of little cities, and
Yeah.
you know, in the summer we do like walks round, and Hampstead is really, you know, it's really focal for where we live in Kentish Town, because
Yeah.
this is where the River Fleet was, and originally there was a river going through the bottom
Yeah.
of London, and of course all the famous people live round here and up in
And-
Highgate as well. Is nice.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Hyde
Yeah.
Park I've spent a bit of time around, and Greenwich as well. They're
Uh-huh.
really nice viewpoints, at least.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Highgate's lovely. Hampstead's really, I mean, it's lovely to walk. It's just a bit hilly.
Yeah, I don't mind the hills too much, but in the colder weather like today, for
Yeah.
example, it's a bit of a mission.
My
to be honest with
favourite
you.
day out is in Highgate Cemetery.
Mm.
Oh, it's incredible because it's where they used to film all the old Hammer House horror films.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's still got all the Victorian tombs and the catacombs, and
So you can still see those.
It's just, and it's got voluntary people that clean it up and take it all back to what it was. It's incredible, and they have a lot of famous people. George Michael's buried there.
Do they have? I guess there's a lot of history anyway with landmarks and locations and things like that as well. But have you seen all there is to see around these sorts of areas, or
not
there's
at all.
still you still
No,
discover new,
yeah, we just
new
kind
areas?
of, to begin with, you rely on your map on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that because I never know whether I'm the red one or the blue one.
Oh, yeah,
If
yeah.
I'm turning round or whatever, I've got to go back the other way. So we just go off, certainly in summer, we just go off, pack a little pack lunch and just go off and just, you can go into the woods here, into Hampstead, you can go and just turn your location thing off so you can just find out where you are. You know
Just
where you're
explore,
going to go back.
yeah,
You've got
yeah.
landmarks where you
Yeah.
can head towards, so you know where you're going.
I do because I do visit the Isle of Wight quite often.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm over there, Needleside, for example, or Ventnor or somewhere like that, don't worry about maps or anything at all, and it's just walking or whatever,
It is.
just
I
driving
think
around. and-
when you're born in somewhere like that, that's what it is, because my parents would take us walking and beaching and things like that. So I didn't realise when I first come to London how much I'd missed the beach
yeah.
and the sea. When you always have it.
I mean, you've got the Thames here, but it's not the same.
Oh God,
is it?
no, it's not the same at all. So I just come back from holiday, and it was really, I felt like, oh God,
Yeah, back
that's
home,
really
yeah.
nice, because you kind of like, I know they say that you get vitamin C, but you get the vitamin C, do you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
a different sort of thing. So yeah, that I kind of miss. You've got the ponds in Hampstead where you can go swimming, but it's full of duck poo, so
I'm just going
it's
to say
not for me.
this area is quite nice as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. You've got down here somewhere. You've got the Billionaires Row. It's called.
Okay, I mean, these look big enough as it is.
Billionaires live.
Yeah.
These are really. It's not. I don't think it's this road, but there's another road. But it's also a shame because a lot of them are now like this road down here. They're all like billionaire houses. Not there, but I think it's the next one. And it's a shame because a lot of them are just so decapitated. Not decapitated, but falling apart now. And some of them were seized as well because they were Russian obligates.
Oh yeah, because there's all that thing
Yeah.
going on last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. There's one down
Oligarchs,
here
that's
somewhere
it.
that's completely, it's huge, but it was seized, and it's not.
So
it's
what's
got, like,
happening? I guess they're empty at the moment, aren't they?
they're not allowed in them.
Yeah.
They've blocked them all off.
Where would you say, you've obviously travelled around quite a bit as well.
Yeah.
Where would you say has been the most memorable for you?
I think Cuba.
Yeah.
Going on horseback ride through the same route Che Guevara did.
Yeah.
That was tough. I think it was really tough. Cuba was tough.
Tough as in difficult, or as
difficult as in everything was taken away from you in the fact that you didn't have you had your phone and things like that, but it was a real basic place. It was rich but not rich, if you see what I mean. Another place was, excuse me, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands.
Yeah.
In India.
Okay.
And there was no internet signal at all on those islands. In fact, some of them have never seen anybody, a white person, never. And it was just, we spent Christmas there for 3 weeks, and then went on to the Maldives. But it was so nice, the fact that you didn't have any contact with internet and things like that. And that was a good few years ago. I don't think I could cope with it now.
Because I guess we get so used to being connected and always having communication some way.
Now I do. Before I wasn't really bothered.
Yeah.
I might do a little Facebook update or something like that. But it's easy to see how these. I'm not an influencer, but the influencers, how the whole world is taken over. If you take the phone away, it must be. Yeah. I remember years ago we just used to read the gossip magazines. You know what I mean? And then the Sun, celebrity bits. And so it's not really that far different. It's just now it's all live and it's all there for you.
I think that instant information that we have in real time now has kind of, it's not ruined, but it's clouded how we relate to one another as well, because we just want instant results all the time.
I think there's a lot of pressure to be somebody or be something.
Yeah. Or it's always trying to please an audience that doesn't otherwise care that much about you.
Yeah, very much so. I think, I never wanted to. I wanted to be the best person you could be in of you. In anything you do, of course, that you want that. I don't have children, so I don't want them to be anything better. So, but I guess this whole trip has been weird. In that sense, it's been. I can't explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. Actually, it's just a little ride that's going quite well at the moment.
Just go with the flow and see where it takes you. Yeah, that's the best way to see it. That's what I've told a couple of years back, and I never expected myself to be doing something like this, for example. And I set myself some New Year's resolutions over the last few years, and one of those was to just consistently do things that are outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah, well done.
That means, for this, being out there, meeting new people, being introduced, that kind of thing, and keeping that going. And the amount of mental reward that I found through doing that has been, again, I can't explain that because it's just something totally unreal.
Yeah, I think everybody suffers with a little bit of social anxiety. Everybody does have that.
I was that person.
Yeah,
15 years
and
ago.
I still am. Yeah. I still will make excuses not to do things. I will.
Social group situations and things like that.
Absolutely, and I think this is kind of given me a bit of therapy, given me, if I have a commitment to make a cake and I have to go and deliver it to a celebrity, I've got to go. I can't send someone else.
Yeah.
And ultimately the nice thing also is the fact that they want the cake, they don't want me.
Yeah.
So that's good. The scary bit is they want you as well, and then they're like, oh, can we do an interview now? It's like,
because they want to, obviously they want to meet the person who made that cake.
But that's weird. That's like, oh, just look at the cake, not me.
I suppose because it's still a new experience for you, right? So you're still getting into the role of it, and you're kind of slotting in where you feel you're most comfortable, right?
And I don't think, if there was a celebrity or anything that I didn't feel comfortable about or didn't believe in their views or, I wouldn't do it. Yeah. It's not about, oh God, you'll get X amount of money for doing this one. Actually, I don't.
You got to do what feels right.
I wouldn't follow you on my Facebook or Instagram because of your views. So I don't want, you don't deserve a cake in my mind.
Yeah, that's true. Very true. So where do you go from here then? What do you envision, or do you have any goals?
I have no idea what this year is going to bring. Yeah. If it brings anything like last year, I'm going to be over the moon. Absolutely. If it ends, then it's ended. I've got a little legacy.
You've done a good thing about it. Yeah.
And we've done. We've raised money. We've raised awareness for Pink Ribbon. breast cancer awareness for men and women. I mean, you know, men can get breast cancer, and it is very common now. So they're bringing a bit of joy and awareness. So, you know, in my normal job, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it ends this year, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I can look back and, you know, it wasn't till I had my little Christmas break holiday that I was able to look back on the videos that we've done, and you know, not the videos I've made, but the ones of television of this morning,
that you've been featured on.
And I was like, you know, I'm not going to swear now, but I was like to my partner, Dana, bloody hell, we were actually on this morning. Do you know what I mean? Bloody hell, Alison Hammond and Dermot, and you know, all these celebrities we've met. You know, it's incredible. Not only there, but you know, on other things we do as well. We meet people, and you know, when they say, "Oh, I know who you are," or I've seen your stuff," it's like, well, how? You know?
Yeah. Who do you?
I just imagine 3 people have seen it. You know, I didn't imagine that.
So that's the way things go these days. It's the double-edged sword kind of thing, isn't it? Because we just talked about how social media and things are sort of negatively impacting people and setting unreal expectations and things. But at the same time, that same platform, or those same platforms, are helping people like yourself grow in a way that you would have never expected before.
It was something that came up. When it started blowing up.
Yeah.
It was something that I sat down with my partner and said, you know, if this is going to make a bit of fun, we need to make it work for something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It will work for us, and hopefully we can, you know, make a living out of it. But, you know, my mum died of brain cancer and brain tumour, and cancer's always been in my mind, you know, for the last 15 years. It's always been in my mind that it's just such a horrible thing. It's not just horrible for the people that go through it, it's horrible for the families that are going through it as well. Pink Ribbon are a charity that they raise money and give it to cancer projects. So, you know, they're incredible. They're very small. There's only a team of 4 people, and I had been following them. I admire what they did, and I just contacted Lisa from Pink Ribbon and said, you know, I don't know whether you know, if you want to have a look, I make these cakes. Perhaps I can make one for you guys, you know, raise a raffle or do something. I don't know, 10 pence a ticket or something, do you know what I mean? And she kind of messaged me back and said, I've just watched you on this morning. I'm absolutely laughing my head off. We need to talk. You know, and this kind of went from just making one cake to doing almost one a month for them to raise awareness. This is a reminder, unless you've got cancer, unless you've got somebody in your family with cancer, many don't, they're very lucky, but many do, it's always like a dirty word, horrible word. You know, it's always a battle, always, and it really is these things. But also, when people have cancer, or when families have cancer as well, there are fun times. Yeah. You know, and this is what the cakes are. They're meant to be uplifting.
It's bringing a bit of humour and lightheartedness.
Absolutely. Just because my family member has cancer doesn't mean to say we can stop laughing at certain things we enjoy.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And it's building those memories as well, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You might, someone might have passed and you're mourning them, but you're also celebrating their life and their fun times that you had with them. So that will always be there in memory.
And it takes your mind off what's going on for a little while.
Yeah.
You know, and that's so important.
That's the main thing. As long as everyone has fun and there's memories being made, I think that's the best way you can live life.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, my mum was so funny, just hilarious. You know, she would, without even knowing she was funny, you know, cheeky, naughty, funny. And I just think, even to the end, she was, you know, that was her. And I just think, well, I don't want people's legacy to be like, oh, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, unfortunately bad news, 3 months to live, death, you know, because in amongst there is fun.
I guess you got to also look at it from their point of view as well. What would they have wanted?
Yeah,
and then that's
absolutely.
how.
I mean, all my family say your mum would be incredibly proud of what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
And she was really creative, so she'd make all her own clothes. She was not an amazing baker, but she could, every birthday and Christmas she'd make things and cakes and things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I equally am not an amazing baker, but she would love this.
But you've
what's
twisted it
going
into
on.
your own sort of
Yeah.
unique way, so that's brilliant in itself.
She would find it so funny, and and also be incredibly proud.
Mm.
I mean, I know my dad is. My dad's still alive. He's on the Isle of Wight. He doesn't have social media.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Whenever I speak to him, I tell him about it, and he's like, "Wow." He doesn't know who half the people are, obviously.
You mentioned this, yeah.
Yeah, not at all. But but then you have to go into who they are and what they, and it's quite funny. But people like Joan Collins and that, he knows who that was.
Yeah, Joan Collins is old school as well, so it's cool.
Yeah, you don't get more old school and,
Yeah.
and finesse than Joan Collins, really. That was an incredible one. And then to get Glynis Barber after that for her 70th birthday
Mm-hmm.
was just, that was really good. And then when she did her roll-up of the year,
Yeah.
she actually put the cake, pictures of the cake in it and things like that. So those things, when I watch them, they're the things that touch my heart, thinking actually you remembered the
That
cake.
you've done,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? You
yeah.
did.
How many cakes have you done?
I have
homemade
no
in total?
idea.
We've lost count. We've done so many.
Too many, some would say.
Well, hopefully that
Far
continues
too
each
many.
year going onwards. Yeah.
I don't know. I only know what, in my mind how many I've got coming up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird that I'd like to be able to count and say.
Have you kept like a
Daniel's
visual
really-
library or something
Yeah,
like that?
Daniel's really good. My partner
Yeah.
Daniel's really good. He keeps a log of it. He keeps all of it. He does all the videos and everything. He does
Uh-huh.
it. And he keeps it all. He keeps the dates, all the making of, how I make it. Pictures and everything. And he's really good. So we've got it all there to look back on in the future. So it's amazing.
Keep I kind of do this with my physical prints and things that
Yeah.
I do with photography anyway. Always keep a
Yeah.
digital copy as well, because physical items, they can get lost or they can get damaged as well, so it's always good to have
True.
a digital version.
We might get eaten. So.
Or even as well, yeah. I work in IT, so disaster recovery is kind of...
Yeah.
I've been through that whole
I mean, that
losing
kind
data
of
before.
sums up my cakes, really. Disaster
Yeah.
recovery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They are a bit disastrous, and they're there for recovery. But yeah, it's really important that he was involved in it as well, because this is very much part of him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really good at that. We're going to develop a website.
Yeah.
2026. He's going to do that. Not that you can buy the cake, but
It's to showcase what you've done.
just show.
basically,
Yeah, you got social medias, and you just can't keep up. One person can't keep up with it all.
Yeah, it's nice to have one place
No,
where
it's
you can
really
see
it's nice to have
everything,
one place where it all is, because when you do social media, you have to update all your platforms.
Yeah.
It's quite exhausting. I find it quite
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
goodness, do you know what I mean? What haven't I done? Oh, I've not done
reshare to
TikTok.
Facebook and then put on Instagram.
And you want to make them all slightly
Yeah.
different, because in my mind, I just think, the people that are following me are following all of them.
Yeah,
But
that's
they're
why,
not,
yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
So I don't want
Yeah.
people to say, "Oh my God, it's that bloody cake again." Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Don't want to see it ever again.
Which is...
And when you Google, the other thing was at Christmas, I mean, I should never do it really, but you Google your name and you think, I wonder what
Yeah.
comes up, And then I Googled my name, and then I Googled the Kakes by Keith, 2024, but Kakes by Keith. And the amount of stuff that comes up and pictures, and you just think,
That's the algorithm
out
working
there.
its
Do you know,
thing, yeah.
did I really create this monster? I don't know whether I really want it out there, but I think it's only been a year, so I think it's still very new.
I think it definitely is, and I think you're only scratching the surface, so to speak. You've had all these celebrities and things engage with you, and all these media outlets. That can only increase as time goes on. Obviously, if you keep your same steady role that you've been doing so far.
Yeah, I think you've got to keep your head on, head on your shoulders, not go too bragging or thinking too much.
Stay
about
humble.
it.
Yeah,
Because it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? I'm making cakes for people that happen to be known to people.
Yeah.
And the only reason that it's is kind of generating interest is because these faces are well known. I'm sure some have taken them home, taken pictures, had a laugh, and then binned them. Well, that's all right too. You know, you don't.
Well, you've got your exposure, you've got your pay.
Some people do say, are they really edible?
Yeah.
And of course they are.
I suppose they look at them and they think.
Yeah, they are edible, of course. But they're not going to win any awards for taste, that's for sure. Not at all.
What sort of flavours do you use in them
just
then? Or
basic.
Just
it
basic
really
stuff?
is basic. With Glynis Barber's, she wanted a bit more chocolatey.
Mm-hmm.
So I just made it a little bit chocolatey. But, you know, they're not, you know, when you cut into them, you're not going to see anything amazing. It's just basic.
It's more for the humour aspect.
Yeah. It's just the top, you know. It just so happens to be cake. It could be clay, you know, but you wouldn't eat clay, obviously. But
well, it depends if you're
well,
a toddler.
you might.
Then, you might do.
It might taste
Play-Doh or
better.
something like that. Yeah. Oh, London traffic started already.
It's bad. Keir Starmer lives up here.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
It's private.
I can't. Well, I could show you his house.
Should we have a look at Keir Starmer's house?
Yeah, shall we?
Let's do it.
Might be police outside. Saturday usually goes up with a police escort past our house. Yeah.
Oh, in a bank of Range Rovers.
Yeah, because he comes back to his house at weekends, I think, or Checkers, but he's here.
Yeah, nice bit of local trivia to know then.
We've got them all around our area. And there's
You were saying
loads.
the celebrities that just randomly
I know,
walk
there's
up and down.
loads.
So I'm going this way. Well, that must be one of the Lamborghini over there, yeah. Oops.
That's why I thought, you know, this cake, if it, hopefully, you know, all of them have been within distance and carrying it, so that's quite good.
Has the Saudi one been the longest distance one, that request that you've had so far then?
Yeah, that never happened, obviously, but yeah, that's the longest one. There are some other people that have, but they have asked, you know, there was a lovely lady who lived in a castle somewhere, I can't remember, and she wanted one for her birthday, but I've got to kind of think, you know, this year I've got to think, do I make it into a business of a cake business, or do I keep it what it was meant to be, which is just a fun celebrity cake? And I'm quite happy to keep it as it is.
It's what got you to this position.
Yeah,
and you enjoy that anyway. Yeah. You don't want to go too overboard, as you say. Yeah.
I can't remember where he lives now, but it's up down one of these roads anyway.
I mean, these look expensive anyways. It is.
Yeah. Plus, people's expectations get too high if it's a celebrity and they want this cake and it's hideous.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine. They, you know, yes, they paid for it, but they know what to expect. I think if you get the general public just wanting cakes of their auntie or their uncle, or their child,
it's not going to be someone.
They're going to then say, well, this is. Someone's going to say, I don't know. It's like that emperor with new clothes. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's going to say, somebody at some point is going to say, this is really rubbish, why did you waste your money on this, you know, and then it's going to change.
It's a niche and you've got
really
your
is meant
niche
to
clientele,
be just a bit of fun.
I swear these London roads get narrower and narrower by the day.
Horrible roads.
I don't mind driving. I actually like driving in London now. It's more of it feels like a jungle. You've got to be on the ball at all times.
Always. And then whenever you think, oh yeah, I'm fine, a bus will pull out.
Yeah, or a Deliveroo rider or something like that. Yeah.
Or somebody on a scooter.
You must have seen some interesting things around London during your time here, though, right? As well, any experiences?
Yeah, I think lockdown was the weirdest.
Yeah.
For me, it was. You know, I don't like crowds of people, and I don't like lots of people. And as I say, this is one of the reasons why I do this for my therapy as well. So I push myself to get out there and you know, go out and do things, and meet people. COVID for me, certainly from being somebody who wears hearing aids and being deaf most of my life, and lip read, it was really difficult because people have masks on.
Yeah.
You know, so whilst I can hear, I do rely on certain situations for lip read. And people with masks on, it was just, for me, like they took away something. They took away part of me because I couldn't see them. I could see their eyes, but I couldn't see their lips. Mm-hmm. And I think it was really hard for the deaf community. But on the plus side, I really enjoyed walking around the streets with no one in it.
I missed a beat on that one as well, because there was a point, it's like a small narrow window of entirety of London and places that I'd normally want to go to, see and photograph, all empty. And then I missed that chance because I was too busy with other stuff as well at the same time.
Yeah. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Walking down Oxford Street on Christmas Day, being the only one. I mean, we did go out of our zone.
Yeah.
And now I probably just told the world that I
Statute of limitations is fine, yeah.
But going out on Christmas Day down Oxford Street and being the only ones there.
Yeah.
You know, not even Christmas Day. We bought some scooters, like electric scooters, just purely so we can get out a bit further, so no one can catch us. They can't just stay in your area. And to get away from the joggers, because the whole world seemed to start to jog.
Yeah, all cycle as well.
Shut.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you'd be walking along the road trying to keep 2 meters away from the next person. You'd have somebody jog past you and breathe and then cough, and you'd be like, well, that was a whole pointless day then, you know. So, getting out and about in London, I think we saw the best of London because there was no one there. It was lovely.
It was quite interesting over New Year's as well, because I've never done this before. I've always wanted to see the fireworks from the London.
That would be a nightmare
close to the water. So we were on the boat on the Thames watching the fireworks. That was an experience. And then we stayed out. There's a party afterwards as well, so we stayed out for that. But then that finished around about 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And then walking around central London at 5 a.m.
It's weird, isn't it?
New Year's, it was. I've never seen it that empty before. Mm-hmm. Even taxi drivers, there wasn't hardly any of those about. So that was kind of
lovely. It's kind of lovely because you just think all of London's asleep.
Yeah. What area of London would you say is your favourite, just to chill out? And
Highgate. I like Highgate. I like Primrose Hill. I like Parliament Hill. Walking up the top of there and looking out and seeing the whole of London.
Okay.
That's really good. Hampstead one day. I'll live there. Maybe not.
I do. Now that you've mentioned it, I do want to explore a bit more of Hampstead and see what that's like as well.
Yeah, I think I just love going out and about. We're going to go out and about today, so we go for a long walk, do lots of different routes, and then treat ourselves to lunch.
Well, it's going to be a completely sunny day.
It's cold.
I was expecting it to rain for weeks and weeks. I've been looking at the forecast.
Really?
And then I think the next 7 days entirely, it's just like this.
It needs to be. So, we've just come back from holiday where it was blue skies and it was so nice. And I was really frightened to come back. Well, when I heard the word snow, I was like, oh.
Well, there were some roads around here.
As we flew in, I could see, because we flew into Stansted, so I could see there was loads of snow. We took Daniel's mum with us on holiday. She's from Sweden. And when she got back, it was like thick with snow, you know, so. And she had a suitcase and she's got a bad leg. Luckily, she said there was a guardian angel just arrived from nowhere and just carried her suitcase to her front door when she got off the coach. Yeah,
this reminds me of what you said there about Sweden as well. Because I shot a wedding in Finland, in Lapland, and it was about -30 at night time, -27-ish during the daytime. But it didn't feel that because the sun was always out, and then the snow is almost, you can blow it and it looks like dust. It's like that powdery, and it was a surreal experience. Yeah, but to experience it once, I think that was enough. But there's a lot you need to manage.
I don't like -14.
Yeah, that was a bit too
horrible.
cold. I'm just going to turn around here.
Okay. Yeah, this is the building. So we're on the other
this
side.
building, on the other side.
We just had it redone up. It's costing a fortune. Absolute nightmare.
It looks like there's a few cafes and things along this road.
There is. There's it's kind of a night. There's a lot of charity shops down here. It's actually a really nice town.
I might have a little wander around.
You
actually.
should.
Yeah.
I think you have to pay to park here.
Yeah, that's what.
I don't know. It's Saturday though.
What does it say?
Monday to Friday. I think you're right.
Oh, perfect. So if I just park here,
you should have a look in Kentish Town. It's really nice. There's some nice original cafes. You can get me in there, can you? And then there's nice little charity shops.
Yeah,
And
just
you
a
never
little
know,
break.
you might even see a celebrity. They all walk around here.
Right. I'll pop out as well. Yeah, no, thank you for today.
Oh, thanks for the
And,
drive.